Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Costa Rica versus Panama in 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup Group C. Costa Rica contra Panama en la Copa Oro Grupo C. Costa Rica versus Panama. Whoever wins this will top the group. Well, maybe not. Well, depends. 11 minutes to kick off. So 8:05 is the true kickoff. So even though they said 7:30, of course, something like that was always going to happen, wasn't it? Weird. So weird. But again, lineups are as follows. For Costa Rica, in goal, Kevin Chamorro. Keylor Navas is not at this tournament. The back five, Jeffrey Valverde, Francisco Calvo, Kendall Waston, Juan Pablo Vargas, Suhander, Zuniga. We got Joel Campbell, Ricardo Peña, Celso Borges, Josimar Alcacer, and Anthony Contreras. The 11 for Costa Rica. For Panama, in goal, Orlando Mosquera. Back four, Harold Cummings, Fidel Escobar, Eric Davis, Michael Murillo. The midfield for Carrasquilla, Barcenas, Alberto Carrasquilla, Edgar Barcenas, Andres Andrade, Anibal Godoy, Ismael Diaz, and Jose Fajardo for Panama. So Costa Rica took like a half main, half B team. Panama, they took basically their whole team that was at the Nations League finals. Breaking from tradition, I guess. This should be a tight game, though. A very tight game. But we're waiting for this game to start. Luis Fernando Suarez versus, how we doing, Captain Falcon? Welcome back, against Thomas Christensen. Another 90 minutes here. The second of the double lives, and we'll review this game as well once it's over. Canada versus Guadeloupe is the only thing I'm covering tomorrow, because even if I wanted to cover the second game, it comes on pretty much halfway through Canada versus Guadeloupe, so even if I wanted to. How we doing? Of course, Martinique had just beaten El Salvador. Now we have Panama versus Costa Rica. Drew Fisher's the referee here tonight. Oh, boy. And Catherine Nesbitt's the fourth. Panama wearing white. Costa Rica wearing their red Adidas kits. Costa Rica moved on to Adidas after the World Cup. Joel Campbell moved to Alajuelense a couple of weeks ago. Now he's at the Gold Cup. Yes, Joel Campbell will be playing in the CONCACAF Central American Cup later this fall. I know, crazy, right? Feels weird. Yep, he will be. Making sure. Costa Rican's anthem first. DraftKings Stadium. Both these games will go off without a hitch. No weather. Imagine Joel Campbell for TFC. I mean, that would be great if we didn't have Bernadeschi or Insigne. Or you could play him as a 9 and just go with it, you know. You could do that. Actually, that might be smart. Worth a shot. For those tier lists, yeah. But, I mean, you know what, actually? Joel Campbell playing top. Actually, yeah, you can play him as a striker. Why not? Worth a shot. I mean, yeah, that actually would have been smart. Joel Campbell plays as a striker with Insigne or Bernadeschi. I've always felt like Joel Campbell had more striker tendencies anyway, instead of wing. You know what? You could play him as the number 9. You could play him out of position. I think that would be smart. Well, now I'm pissed that Toronto didn't do it. I followed that channel since 2019. Nice. He's got some good content. He's got good content. I like Dominic. He's got good content. Panama's anthem here. Wearing the Reebok kits, which are pretty cool. I think it's the first time I've seen them wear their white Reebok kits, though. I don't think I've seen a Reebok kit in ages. Wonder what Costa Rica is going to look like without Keylor Navas, which Navas is the saver for this team. They're not going to look good. Maybe that's El Salvador's saving grace. I mean, Costa Rica's fallen off pretty hard recently, too. I mean, I did put El Salvador above Costa Rica. Maybe that's their saving grace, is the fact that Costa Rica could be very beatable. But even then, that at least means El Salvador has to draw Panama. Or Panama beats Martinique. Panama beats Costa Rica. El Salvador beats Costa Rica and draws Panama. I think that would do it, right? Because that would be 6-4-3-1. Well, no. 7-4-3-1. Yeah, that could work. El Salvador could still get out of this group, but they definitely shot themselves in the foot. I don't see Martinique really doing anything more. I think they just may have played spoiler, but hey, you know, it can't hurt, right? Game's about to start very soon. I think it was 8:05 Central when it was going to start. Why they say 7:30 if it's 8 o'clock kickoff or just after the hour? Why do that? I hate when they do that. Especially like, oh, the game's starting 30 minutes earlier than it really is. Canada at least will start at 6. We know that. So I guess that means technically the second game would start at 8. Huh. Costa Rica, Panama. Still in Miami. I think this is the last time we have to see a game at DraftKings Stadium. I may be wrong. For Costa Rica in goal, Chamorro. Back four, Suhander, Vargas, Waston, Calvo, Valverde, Borges, Pena, Alcacer, Contreras and Campbell for Costa Rica. I mean, there could still be rain delays in Texas and stuff. I mean, it's not like we're out of the woods. Panama, Mosquera, Andrade, Escobar, Cummings, Davis, Godoy, Carrasquilla, Murillo, Diaz, Barcenas, Fajardo. We weren't MLS at 35. Huh? These people hating on Messi. I mean, I'd still rather play in MLS than Saudi. I'd say the football's better over here. Let's see. CONCACAF Gold Cup Stadium. That's not what I wanted. Game's about to kick off. Let's see. I know there won't be in the knockout stage, but it's the freaking kickoff, and we're off the group stage. Kickoff, group stage. So, Drive Pink Stadium tomorrow. Oh, my God. There's a Guatemala-Cuba game at Drive Pink. Dear Lord. Yeah, that might be... Well, I'm not even covering it anyway. So. AT&T, TQL, and we have SoFi Stadium. I think Allegiant is one of the semifinals, and we're playing forward. I think SoFi's the second. Yeah, the funny thing about that meme is that technically, you know, I'd say MLS is better than Saudi, but sure. I mean, yeah, Cristiano was what, Serie A 35? If that's what they're saying, but yeah, that's true. He technically did. Well, if Barcelona never got into financial trouble, Messi would still be there, so. And he hated Paris, but he was bigger than the club, and the fans were like, no, Paris, nobody's bigger than the club. I'm like, what? Messi is bigger than PSG himself. Mbappe's damn near bigger than PSG, and Neymar, well, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know if I'll say Neymar's bigger than PSG, but you know what? I don't know. We're off 2 minutes in. I mean, Zlatan's bigger than PSG, and he was there for a good while. Takes a shot. Panama saved by Chamorro. Now you're going to make me listen to Panama and Mexico's anthem just to see how close they are. Which seems like exactly something I would do, so I don't even know why that's a bad thing. Corner here for Panama. That was a pullback. AD774 did it live stream yesterday about the 21st century underdogs. I'll have to check that out. If Barcelona were to get Messi, it would have honestly had too many good strikers like Memphis Depay, Lewandowski. It would have been a battle. But they wanted him back, but they didn't give him assurances that they could register him. So, yeah, Greece was number one. Fair, that's true. That should be true. So, Miami it was for Messi because I didn't think Messi wanted to go. Well, he did go somewhere else in Europe, but cross in. I'm no Barcelona fan, and to be honest, but Messi should have had his whole career at Barca. He should have never left in general. I know that was things out of his control, but Messi should have never left Barca. In hindsight, he should have stayed. In hindsight, he should have been able to have his whole career there, even though that was a fluke win. But they were underdogs, though. Like, Messi should have never left Barca in general. Even to come to MLS. Fourth minute. Playing forward here. Panama looking to lead this group, or both teams looking to win so they could lead the group at the end of the night. At the end of match round 1. Yeah. It wasn't that Barcelona didn't want him to play in La Liga. It was the fact that Barcelona had monetary problems and they couldn't register him and he didn't want to play for free. Or they didn't. Something like that. They had to release him. Was it him who would have been okay with playing for free, but the team didn't want to do that? Worst team to win Champions League. Ooh. I guess we're talking UEFA here. Ooh. See, the hard answer is, it's a hard answer because Inter did not win the Champions League this year. Ooh. I mean, you could say Chelsea 2021 or Chelsea 2012. I think we'll go there. Chelsea 2012. They got lucky the whole way through with a caretaker manager that had no reason to keep the job after winning the Champions League and should have never even won the Champions League. So, yeah, Chelsea 2012. Chelsea 2012. LSU's kicking Florida's ass 10-2. Let's go. Love to see it. Love to see it. What inning? Panama. Campbell to play forward here. Joel Campbell. Playing forward. Oh, nice. Oh, I could. What's the score? 0-0. The game just started. 6:45. Sixth inning. Nice. For LSU. They should be able to get it done. 8 runs with 3 innings. They have really good pitching. They saved their pitching for tonight. Yeah, I think they should be able to do it. Yeah, I think they should be. Actually, let's just say I eat some cookie instead of the Pizza Hut cookie, mind you, instead of the pizza, because I don't feel like it. Maybe I'll feel like it after everything's done, but hold on. All right. Player up. Let's see. So minus 330. So what? 2 190s. Plus that extra. Did I add that third 150? No. Okay, that'll work. 8th minute. Best team to win, not win UCL. Huh. Trying to rack my brain. I mean, there's a couple of Man City teams. Is Panama trash? No. Again, the game just started. Played back. Defended away by Costa Rica. Carrasquilla over the bar. 9th minute. Best team to not win the UCL. I mean, there's a lot of Man City teams that you could say there. I'd say Liverpool 2020. Liverpool 2020. When they lost to Atletico. Yeah, I'll say that. Liverpool 2020. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised they're near bankruptcy. I'm not surprised that it's a freaking shit show up there. There's no surprise. I just hope it's a blessing in disguise. That's all I hope. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that like I hope for the players, if it goes bankrupt, this is a blessing in disguise for the future. That CSB, it could take away from the CSB deal. Canada could build something out of the rubble. Or the players could still play, but they could build something out of the rubble. And that the freaking clowns are taken out. I mean, that's what I hope. That it stops being so carny and stops being so crony. Is Costa Rica underdog here? Because their team is getting old and they haven't really reloaded well, but Panama has. Olmart won the Vesna. Not surprising. Today we're Canadians, apparently. Today, I feel Canadian. That was a horrible Gianni Infantino impression. Why don't they play Keylor Navas? Because he got hurt. That's why he's not here. That's why they're playing Chamorro. What the hell happened to frickin' Lionel Moreira? He's not even called up. What the hell happened to Lionel Moreira? Huh. Well, that's Godoy's okay. I hope so. Well, that also would work for me. Costa Rica's okay. Cross in. Header blocked away. Put out by Francisco Calvo. Wasn't he Pozuelo's teammate recently? Didn't Calvo go to the same team Pozuelo did? Yep, Konyaspor. They're teammates. Calvo and Pozuelo were teammates for a couple of months there. Oh, my God. Copa Libertadores tomorrow. Would you rather win Copa Libertadores or Gold Cup? If Toronto was invited to Libertadores or Canada winning the Gold Cup, that's the way I'm going to put that question. I would rather want Toronto to win the Copa Libertadores if they were invited. Do what Tigres couldn't. Tigres got to the final. They just didn't win it. How we doing, Mile High? No way Panama should be favored. Panama went to the Nations League final. They beat Costa Rica. Plays back. I mean, they just, March was 3 months ago. 3.5 months ago, give or take. Costa Rica takes the shot. Save by Mosquera. Yeah. Big up. Hold on. Big up. How we doing, Ozan? Lil Tigres catching strays. I just had to. I had to. Panama's so boring to watch. I told you this would be a tight game. Saved. Where's the game played in? It's at Fort Lauderdale Drive Pink Stadium. For some reason today, Drive Pink Stadium didn't have any weather problems, but they have one more game to play tomorrow at the Gold Cup. So, luckily it's not Canada's. It's the game after. Guatemala versus Cuba. I wasn't covering that one anyway, so I'll watch it after Canada's done, of course. But I'm not covering it because I got to get the Canada stuff done. So there you go. 14th minute. But we will beat Brazilian and Argentinian clubs. Plays forward. Fancy jersey there. Yeah, it's what I like to use when Central American teams are playing. Because I don't have any Central American kits. There's a lot of Central American teams where blue, light blue, white, and red. Mostly blue and white. It works. For like Olympia and all that, it works. So you'll start seeing it more from now on for the rest of the year. You don't see it much in the first half of the year, but you definitely do in the second. Until I start buying Central American kits, then yeah. I could see this game being a draw, Panama getting the same result like they beat Costa Rica Nations League. Yep. Alcacer gets a yellow for Costa Rica, 15th minute. This will be sort of boring. I do like the new Costa Rica logo. Could you ever see yourself wearing a Brazil, Uruguay, or Argentina kit? Well, I wanted a Messi kit with 3 stars, so yes, Argentina. Would be nice to have at least one of them for the Copa America next year. Would be good for my sake. Probably not Uruguay or Brazil, but qualifier for Africa draw is almost here. Sadly, I don't cover African football that much. 16th minute. Yes, there will be qualifiers from CONCACAF that come to World Cup with USA, Mexico, and Canada. I think still 3 qualifiers. And 2, what is it? And 2 playoff. Stick with a box lunch. I guess you know where that's from. Yep. I guess. There we go. I guess you've been there before too. 3 teams make it plus 2 possible playoff qualifiers. So we could have 8 CONCACAF teams in the World Cup if the 2 playoff teams win the playoff tournament. Yes. I'll be rooting for that. Takes a shot, blocked away. Be clear by Costa Rica. I hope Jamaica makes it automatically. I want a team like Trinidad and Tobago to get in through the playoffs, or St. Kitts. Trinidad has made the World Cup before, if you remember. 2006. Yeah, they did. They made the World Cup before, Trinidad. When Jack Warner was the president of CONCACAF. And Chuck Blazer was his right-hand man. Because Jack Warner, of course, was going to do something like that. Jack Warner was from Trinidad. Of course, he upped his country. Jack Warner was legitimately a football gangster. Like, yeah, I watched that FIFA Uncovered documentary. Like, CONCACAF got a lot of play in that documentary because Jack Warner was at the center of all a lot of the corruption that the FIFA Council did, or the FIFA Exco, the FIFA Executive Committee did. It was a lot of Jack Warner and Chuck Blazer. I don't know if I... Like, to me personally, yeah. Jack Warner did some shit. But to me, it sounds gangster what the stuff he pulled. I still think still think he hasn't gone to jail because he's just basically been stuck in Trinidad and Tobago. He's never left the country. So the U.S. can't pinch him. Based. That is based. Someone raged when I stated that I like Messi, but North America already has too many Argentinians and club teams. We need more good European players, i.e. Liga MX has a lot of South Americans. But here's the thing, though. If you want to be a selling league, you have the Argentinians and the Brazilians and the Venezuelans and give them a platform to play in a better country. See, Europeans won't come over to cut their teeth. South Americans will. See, I see what they're doing. Europeans come over to retire. South Americans come over to both retire and cut their teeth. Europeans would never come over to cut their teeth unless you throw them enough money. Like Ricky Puig, I guess. Would like to see more Zlatans and Gignacs and Gareth Bales. But the only reason it worked with Ricky Puig is because he was a diva. He was a diva. A spoiled brat. Barcelona could only pawn him off to a team like the Galaxy. I mean, good for them. He's their best player. Panama was so close to scoring. Panama should not even qualify. The first goal didn't cross the line. This is true. The U.S. should have at least made that playoff spot. You're right. But Panama won that game. Godoy. Ooh. 21st minute. But, I mean, seriously, if you want to be a selling league, but it also helps the quality of the younger players who are cutting their teeth from the USA and Canada. So, I mean, we could just make our academies better, but, yeah, they don't. Would like to see more Zlatan Gignacs and Gareth Bales. That's true. Backlund wins King Clancy. Saved, and that'll be a goal kick for Costa Rica, or they could play it forward. 22nd minute. This game is boring. It is a chess match, my friends. This is a chess match, my friends. I saw it coming, and I still said it was boring. Yes. Eredivisie at its core is a selling league. Cross. Cross in. Header. Goal! Goal! Panama! Jose Fajardo! Good play-in. Good cross. Tapped in by Fajardo. 1-0. 1-0 Panama. Fajardo. Who played against Toronto in that Independiente tie. He did. I always do this. Jose Fajardo played against Toronto in that Champions League tie. Yep, he did. And he scores here. I would never forget that, but I had to check. Ball crossed in by Davis. Header in. Just nodded in at the near post by Fajardo. 1-0. I told you Panama were the favorites here. '23rd minute. One team I want to see in Gold Cup 25 is France. I want them to lose to South American opposition. I don't want to see France. I want to see England so they choke, and I want to see Italy so I can have a team outside of CONCACAF that I can root for and I still win. And if Japan, not Jamaica, but if Japan is there, that's 2. If Japan is there, I also win in that case. Shot! Save! Panama almost got a second. Nice goal, yeah. Point is if Italy's in the Gold Cup 25 and Japan is, I got 2 non-CONCACAF teams that I'm fine with winning because I win. That works for me. Brazilian club ranking, Palmeiras, 1803 first. Argentina club ranking, River Plate, 1747. Canada club ranking, guess what? In number 3 with 1289, guess who's number 1? Toronto, 1289, guess who's number 1? Montreal. Yeah, I know. But almost. Club rankings don't mean, well, I guess they mean something, but corner here for Panama. Guess they mean something. But, you know, if Japan's in the Gold Cup in 25, I'm happy because that means I have a non-CONCACAF team I can root for and not feel bad about it. Same as Italy. I still win if they win. CONCACAF may lose, but I still win if Italy or Japan wins. So, I'll take it. Hey, the more teams... WTF are you doing? Was expecting Panama to score for some reason. You talking to me? Go around the goalie. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. Go around the goalie. I was like, you know where I stand on Italy and Japan. Costa Rican player, yeah. I was like, I don't know why you're so mad about me saying I'm fine with Costa Rica and Japan winning the Gold Cup. Like the WTF are you doing? I was like, you know where I'll stand on Italy and Japan. 29th or 27th minute. There's even a UEFA Women's Nations League. Well, technically there was a CONCACAF Women's Nations League too to qualify for the Gold Cup, the Women's Gold Cup that's happening next year. Remember? There's also a Women's Gold Cup next year before the Olympics. And there was a Road to W Gold Cup, which is pretty much a Nations League-like competition. So they're using it as a qualifier, but it's, well, technically the Nations League is a Gold Cup qualifier as well on the men's side. So really, what's the difference? They don't say it's Women's CONCACAF Nations League. How you like Insigne's performance for TFC? He's played better the past couple of weeks. He's played better. Overall, I mean, he's starting to show his old self recently. So I'm good with it. As long as he keeps getting better and starts showing himself. You mean Italy and Japan. How we doing, Josue? And who could that be? Nations League, Mickey Mouse. MICKEYMOUSE. Who's the leader of the club is made for you and me. MICKEYMOUSE. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Forever let us hold our banner high, 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 high. Boys and girls from far and near, welcome as can be. MICKEYMOUSE. Just watch the ending scene to Full Metal Jacket. Come on now. Again, watch the ending scene to Full Metal Jacket. There is... that is the song. Women's Gold Cup is inviting Argentina, Brazil, Colombia, and Paraguay. That doesn't surprise me. Well, that at least means Marta will play the Women's Gold Cup. That's nice. I'm sure she would. It'd be nice to see Marta play the Women's Gold Cup. Costa Rica missed a huge chance to tie the game. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, I think Marta would at least play through the Olympics. But, of course, play the Women's World Cup, but the Olympics are next year anyway, so I guess both the Women's Gold Cup and Olympics unless something happens. Panama winning right now? Yes. 28th minute, 1-0, 1-0. I feel bad for the San Diego Loyal. They got screwed. What's the score? 1-0. Brock, Mexico, Lesnar. What about the Lambert Jimmy? What? Oh, my God. Mexico fans are really acting like they're back. Oh, my God. They're acting like Texas fans. Are you high? Are you high or are you just... Soccer's coming like crazy. The Women's Gold Cup, the Copa America. We're going to have soccer until our eyes bleed out. That's thanks to Miss Rona, because it's been like this for years. It's been like this for like 3 years. Thanks to Miss Rona. So that was the one plus of that. That was like the one plus of the coronavirus pandemic. Football just keeps coming and coming. There's not really any break. I wonder when it'll get normal again. Probably never, right? They saw the money and they'll keep... I thought so. You know what? I'm not going to complain. I like doing this. I like having no breaks. Except for like 2 weeks. Yeah. At this point, yes, I am. Contact high? 30th minute. The Lambert Jimmy. I mean, to be honest, that sort of sounds like a high-class condom, but okay. The Lambert Jimmy. Any thoughts on the value or lack thereof of the Leagues Cup? I mean, I like it. It means you go to the CONCACAF Champions Cup if you finish top 3. I think there's a value in that. I think there's value in that. So I like the Leagues Cup as a secondary Europa League to the Champions Cup. So I'm good with it. It's better than what it was. Lambert Jimmy, hop on. Who came up with that? Mexico declared war yesterday. I don't know whether I like it or not. Who scored the goal? Jose Fajardo off the header. Stu Olden is the beta version of Taylor Twellman. Beta! Beta! Oh, that is definitely going on the best of reel. I don't care. That one is going on the best of reel. I don't think that's a question. Last night. It's amazing. It's amazing. 32nd minute. Beta. Who would be on the Krusty Krab football FC team? Well, I guess since SpongeBob's wearing the number 1, he'd be the goalkeeper. Mr. Krabs would be the cheap owner. Squidward would be the midfielder. He'd be like Michael Bradley because he just wouldn't even give a shit. Patrick would be the striker because he has no head. So if he did a header, he wouldn't hurt himself. Amazing. That's amazing. I think it'll be a full crowd at the Canada game tomorrow. It'll be fuller than what Toronto games have been. So, Squidward tried to kick the ball, but it would go backward in the own goal and lose the World Cup final 1-0 because of that. Patrick, Sano head just throws down. So just throws down his phone and breaks the skateboard. Sano head. Throws and then jumps on the skateboard and breaks it in 120+1. Yes, I remember that meme. Harry Maguire will be the captain. No, Larry the Lobster would be Harry Maguire. Well, Mr. Krabs is already cheap. Panama playing forward, 34th minute. Takes a shot. That'll be blocked away. Shot saved by Chamorro. Patrick will have an injury. SpongeBob be flapping around. I got Harry Maguire. My FIFA game is compensation for losing 9-1. Sandy Cheeks to be the trainer, like Eva from Chelsea, like Eva from Chelsea was, and Jose Mourinho. Jose wants to get Sandy fired. 2-minute game. You mean FIFA Mobile then? Yeah, that sounds about right. I know that Eva Jose Mourinho reference was a deep cut. I know, but I had to. We're off the rails. This game is boring as hell anyway, so what'd you expect? Playing forward is Carrasquilla. I think Panama will hold on to this. This game is boring. What did you expect? It's a chess match that Panama probably just checked Costa Rica on. I think Jose Mourinho is allergic to silver medals, so it wouldn't go well for him. And that's why I want him at TFC, because we would be winning, because he's allergic to silver medals. And if he won one, he would just hand it off. This is CONCACAF primetime with Ryan. CONCACAF after dark. Well, not really, but still. Yeah, he hands it off. I know. He's done that forever. I think he did that with the Super Cup medal, too. That's when I first realized it was when the Super Cup versus Real Madrid happened. He handed the medal off. Then just Terry Dunfield could take care of it. I mean, who cares? Man, pro referees would freaking... Yeah, he did with Sevilla versus Roma, but I'm talking about I first noticed it when he did the Super Cup. The pro referees would die of embarrassment if Jose Mourinho came over, because he would shit on them every week. To the point where if they fined him, he wouldn't give a shit because he's got enough money. He'd just be like, what fine? I still have enough money. I don't need the money. That'd be hilarious. Krusty the Clown make a cameo on SpongeBob to sing the national anthem, then be shot out of a cannon. Where's Sideshow Bob? D Bart. D. It's German for the Bart. The. Doesn't that tattoo say die Bart die? Oh no, it's German for the Bart. The. The Bart. The. Fight. Could Parchment ref in World Cup games? I think he's FIFA certified, so yes. I could see it. He looks like Skeletor already. "38th minute. Well, I would have done the same thing, but, you know, I would do the same thing, but 38th minute free kick. That's out for a goal kick for Costa Rica. I would love watching Jose Mourinho on the sidelines. If TFC were losing, that'd be more entertaining. At least it'd be more entertaining. Jose would actually charge at the ref like a bull. I don't blame him because pro referees suck ass. I would not blame him one bit. And he's got the money to basically do it. No fine is going to hurt him and no suspension is going to dissuade him. He's just going to do it. And I would not complain one bit. 39th minute. Panama second in the group with the 1-0 win. Martinique, I guess on goal scorers, are first because 2 goals scored, 1 goal against, 1 goal scored, no goals against. So equal goal differential, but goals scored. In a simulator game, I put a league of 10 countries: Argentina, Brazil, France, Italy, Croatia, Portugal, Morocco, Germany, Spain, and San Marino. Why are you doing a drum roll for San Marino? San Marino finishes bottom, yeah? San Marino finishes 8th. Who finished under them? Assume Asia Cup will be on the FIFA channel. Asian Cup will be on Paramount Plus. AFC competitions are on Paramount Plus. What coach do I hate that is current or former coach not from TFC? France. Germany and France finished under San Marino. I guess anything can happen in the league. Huh. Let's see. I don't like Vanni Sartini. I think Vanni Sartini's a jackass. So I hate Vanni Sartini. I don't like Sam Allardyce. I don't like Berhalter. Yeah, I think those are your answers. I don't like Graham Potter. Vanni Sartini coaches the Whitecaps. Yeah, I heard him after the LAFC game. I'm like, you jackass. Like, I think that's exactly when I woke up and found out Bradley got sacked. It was on Morning Footy, and they were playing Vanni Sartini's speech to his players after they beat LAFC. I'm like, you jackass. I hate 4-4-2. I hate English snail ball or long ball. I hate English long ball. I hate it. See, that's why I didn't play the sport. If there was tactics like, had I known, because that's how TFC started, was with 4-4-2. Had I known there were tactics like total football and all that, I would have actually probably played. But I didn't. So that's why I'm a talking head. Because I'm in an area where there's a lot of... It would have been hard for me to get off the bench by learning late. So I just didn't feel like doing it. Why do you want to help us? Why do you want to help us? You know you're going to lose that trade, right? Anibal Godoy would be amazing for TFC. Why do you want to help us? I mean, I guess that could happen now that Bradley's gone. His stepson might just get traded. But why do you want to help us? You do realize you'd lose that trade, right? Like, thanks for the help, but... okay. Vatican City can enter the next Gold Cup, even though they have not played since 2017. And if that happens, I'll figure out a way. Easy, because y'all need it. Fair. In your own predictions, who's winning the MLS, what's scoring the final, and who's the runner-up? I mean, yeah, we should be helped. I just didn't think a Nashville fan would be like, yeah, we're going to trade Anibal Godoy for Mark Anthony Kaye when they're more of a defensive team anyway. Like, Animal Godoy is one of their best players. Or you could give back Schaffelberg. We'll take that too. How about we do that? Mac for Schaffelberg. We take back Schaffelberg. Oh, wait. Godoy, they might actually want to part with. Schaffelberg's actually one of their top 2 players. So Godoy, yeah, I'll go with it. Or Dax, to be honest. I'll go with either. FC Cincinnati's going to win the MLS. I think they win the Supporter Shield, to be honest. And the final is FC Cincinnati. I'm not going to put Toronto in the final yet. If they make a run, good for them. But right now, FC Cincinnati versus St. Louis City. The MLS Cup final. St. Louis wins 2-1. Cincinnati runner-up in the final. So Cincinnati wins the Shield. St. Louis wins the Cup. I think they can. 2-1. Yeah, I thought so. Vatican's pretty wealthy. Maybe we could solve our finance issues by playing them in a friendly. Joking, but if it was possible, I'd totally do it. Hey, Catholic Church, give us this amount of money for the friendly. 45th minute. What if TFC go for Cavallini? I was fine with him after 2019, but not now. No, not Fubar now. Back in 2019, after that season, I wanted him. I think St. Louis could do it. I think they're legit. Be nice to see, considering they'll probably make it further than Toronto does. What about Inter Miami? They're not even getting out of the bottom of the East. Or Toronto will still... You know what? Toronto will still finish above. Toronto will still finish above Inter Miami. That is my one prediction. Toronto FC will still finish above Miami at the end of the season. That's my prediction. That's my one big prediction. Miami will still finish under Toronto at the end of the season. Messi goes in July. He'll play at the Leagues Cup. How we doing, Connor? Chris Cummins, Preki, Mo Johnston, John Carver, Desovic. Remember all these coaches for TFC. Yep, I do. What's Pirlo up to these days? He just left his team in Turkey, but they were playing really good offensive football. So you know what? I'm good with it. Bring in Pirlo. Come on. 20 seconds left in this first half. 1-0. 1-0. Panama. Okay. Yeah. Messi's debut for Miami will be the Leagues Cup match against Cruz Azul, which I was covering anyway, but I certainly will be now. I was covering already. That was already on my calendar, but I'm definitely covering it now. That's definitely not a question now. 47th minute. And that's a halftime whistle. 1-0. 1-0. Panama. Jose Fajardo scores the header. We have another 45 to go. Halftime. We'll take a break, talk about the stats of the half, all that great stuff. You know what it is. Sit tight. We will be back. Yeah, I could see it. Oh, by the way, Tuca wants Carlos Salcedo for Cruz Azul. So you know what? Yeah, Miami might just win that match. Sit tight. We'll be back for the stats of the half. 13-3 LSU. Back for the stats at the half. City got back Sam Adeniran. He and the rest of the team played better in their 2-1 score. But Sam Adeniran got both. Good for him, I think. Yeah. They needed him. 12-3. They needed to call him back. I'll take Dunfield for the rest of the season, and we'll see what happens. Give me Pirlo or Conte, Antonio Conte. The stats at the half, 38% possession to 62%, 2 shots to 9, 1 big chance to 2, 141 accurate passes, 83% to 249, 90%, 3 fouls to 6, 1 offside to 0, 0 corners to 3, 2 shots to 9, 2 shots on goal to 5, 170 passes to 278, 83% pass accuracy to 90, 10 throws to 9, 1 yellow card to 1, 0 red cards to 0. 1-0 Panama. Panama's the better team. Panama is boxing out Costa Rica. Costa Rica really has no answers offensively. Panama's done just enough to lead this game. It's a chess match, and Panama's the better team, and I think they just checkmated Costa Rica. Welcome back. Nice, nice. But again, first 45, Panama is playing a chess match, and they're winning single-handedly. Costa Rica hasn't really had any offensive moments. They've really just had to try to get some off the counter, but they can't do it. Panama defended well. Also played good enough offensively to get that first goal by Fajardo. They could have got a second. Costa Rica has no answers, really. See what happens in the next 45. This could end up being a draw, but Panama looks like the better team so far. Let's see if that holds. See if that holds. But 1-0 1-0 between Panama and Costa Rica. The third of 4 days of the first, well, actually, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2. Yeah, the third of 4 days of group stage football. 1 more to go, of course. Canada plays tomorrow. Then we have our second 4 group stage match days on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. End of this week and the start of next week will be the final 2 match days of the group stage. It's going to go by fast. Very, very fast. Top of the 8th for LSU versus Florida. LSU winning. Good. We like. We're waiting for the second half to start. Well, Florida, I guess they outscored themselves yesterday. So 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. for, I guess, Guatemala versus Cuba is pretty much going to go after Canada's done. Okay. So 6 p.m. for Canada. I'll be on here 5:55, and I'll be up there for it. But I guess Florida scored all their runs yesterday, or most of them. 45 more minutes. We'll start just in a second after this ad break. Bottom of the 8th. I'm hoping LSU wins the College World Series for you. It feels good when your team wins the College World Series. especially when baseball is your sport. Which LSU arguably could say that as well. I can't believe how quick this Gold Cup is going. Feels really good. There we go. I legit can't realize, I can't believe how fast this Gold Cup is going. It feels like it's going at breakneck speed. It really does. Like, this Gold Cup feels like it's going to go by really quickly, or it already is going by really quickly, but it certainly, hold on. The final is the 16th, so 20 days till the final. 22 days worth of the tournament. 20 days to the final. I guess you could add the prelims and say that was an extra week, but Gold Cup probably going to invite Qatar back in 2025. I basically said that the whole time since they made it a mini World Cup. But as long as they invite Japan with Qatar, I'm not going to complain. If Qatar gets invited at the expense of Japan with some other random Asian team or Saudi Arabia, I'm going to flip shit. If it's Japan and Qatar, I won't complain about it. But if it's Qatar and Saudi Arabia or Qatar and South Korea or Qatar and Vietnam, I'm going to flip shit. Or Qatar and Iran, I'm going to flip. Like, why would you not invite Japan? Japan's down for stuff like this, too. Didn't they just play the Copa America a couple of years ago as a guest? Didn't they do that? They're down for stuff like this. They love to be guests. They really do. So it's not like Japan's adverse to being a guest. They do this all the time. Japan loves to be guests at tournaments. 14-4, Florida gets a home run. Still 10 with pretty much outs to go. Second half's about to start. So again, if Japan doesn't, in most cases, you think Japan would very likely get invited. They would take it because Japan loves getting invited to stuff. I've never heard of an invitation Japan's turned down. How we doing? But it's going to be Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Worst case. 25. Second half's about to start here. 1-0 Panama. 1-0. And we're off. Panama kicks off for the next 45. Let's hope this is a little bit more entertaining. My brother calling, he's a Mexican fan, and he's overhyping saying USA is going to lose to Mexico 3-0. I'm like, calm your horses. It's a weak team. Honduras is washed. So your brother's hopped in the Lambert Jimmy. I don't know if that's a stupid, I don't know if I hate it or like it. That meme. I don't know if I hate it or not. Panama almost scored right off the bat. Nice cross. Hey, I mean, can't hurt, can it? Boom. Yeah, they almost did. Nice. 46th minute. Michael Bradley punching the air right now. I'm happy that he is. He could go ahead and punch the air right now. And I hope Aaron Suarez is on for Suhander. for Costa Rica. There are going to be 2 Asian teams at the Gold Cup next time, 2025, just like there'll be 2 European, 2 African, 2 South American. So the eyes of Mexico are crying 'cause El Tree sucks. I made it work. I hope Mark Anthony K, but seriously, I hope Mark Anthony K and Michael Bradley are punching the air right now. If I had champagne, I'd pop the bottle. But I don't. I would pop a champagne bottle if I had it. I don't. I don't have a bottle of Moscato either, sadly. That would have been good too. We're not getting trash, but we will be talking shit. Another chess match half. Mexican fans are just like English fans. English fans are always saying it's coming home and then what, mission failed. At least England's gotten close. See, the difference between England and Mexico is they are not crap and they're diluted. England at least has a chance. They just blow it. See, there's a difference. England has a somewhat good chance to pull something off recently. They just don't. And that's what's so funny. Mexico are crap. And they don't have a chance. 49th minute. Well, I guess a Copa Oro, but still. 49th minute. To me, I'd rather be closer at the World Cup and be horrible in my Continental Cup. Or not be horrible, but not win my Continental Cup and be better at the World Cup than win my Continental Cup all the time and not do nothing at the World Cup. But that's just me. That's going to be a goal kick. Mosquera got to the ball. Let's see. I'm guessing goal kick because Mosquera got to the ball. He got to the ball, so that shouldn't be a penalty. It's a corner. Okay. Well, that's better than either. I mean, he did touch it, but it's not a penalty either. So, corner. Headed away by Panama. It shouldn't have been a penalty. And honestly, it shouldn't have been a goal kick either. So, that was the right call. He got to the ball. Top of the 9th. So LSU hits, and then they have to play all 6 outs, pretty much. Okay. Bottom and top. That's going to be blocked. Costa Rica looking to try to at least equalize this. That'll be a foul. Panama. '50th minute. Did anybody hear the Gold Cup anthem they put out this year with Akon on it? It's actually a banger. I mean, Wega from the 2021 Gold Cup, Cali El Dandi, that was better. But even this year's Gold Cup anthem is actually a banger. It actually is. Akon might just have a hit for the first time in a decade. And I like Akon's music, but still. He hasn't been cool for a decade. So he might just have. I know it won't be on the freaking Billboard charts. I know it's a CONCACAF anthem, but still saved. If it was a regular song, it'd be a hit. The best day of my life. Bobby Bacala is finally out. Your lips to God's ears. Your lips to God's ears. Panama saved by Costa Rica. Yep. I don't see Dominican Republic couldn't make it to the Gold Cup. Only Puerto Rico and Panama does. Hey, maybe next time. Dominican Republic has to do good enough in Nations League, though. That's the thing. 52nd minute. But, yeah, I mean, the 2021 Gold Cup anthem was better. I mean, that's more of a banger, but they're both good. I wish they kept Wega, but, you know. Takes the shot. Save. Costa Rica's getting shelled right now. 52nd minute. They're getting hemmed right now. I guess for the 2025 Gold Cup, they're going to get Enrique Iglesias to do the theme, right? Actually, I'm not against that. I'm down. You could do it in English and Spanish. You could do both. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm down. I'm down. Or if you wanted to have, I'm down. Who on the Golden Knights deserve the Stanley Cup the most? You know what? Eichel and Marchessault, to be honest. I think they did. I really like them, both players. I'm surprised Costa Rica's not down by more. Luckily, the goalkeeper's doing what the goalkeeper does. I guess they didn't need Navas. I'm trolling. I'm being facetious. I'm not saying Navas is washed. I was never saying that. He kept Forrest up, basically. I wouldn't say single-handedly, but he was a big reason why I had her cleared. Pitbull. Enrique Iglesias and Pitbull for the 2025 Gold Cup theme. Yeah, let's go with it. That might actually hit the Billboard charts. Since it's a mini World Cup, you may want it to do that. So you know what? I believe it. I'm good with it. Pitbull, and Enrique Iglesias. Yeah, I'm good with that. In the 2025 Gold Cup. Yeah, let's go. I'm sure that'll be a banger. Yeah. 54th minute. Shakira. How about Jennifer Lopez? How about J-Lo? Cross in. 54th minute. Cleared away. Panama should be leading by more. Header save! This Chamorro guy's a good goalkeeper, to be honest. I wouldn't even blame the first one on him. He's been playing well. Or you could throw Usher in there, yeah. He would probably do it. You mean 2025? You know, you could throw Usher in there. He'd probably do it. Or Nelly. Actually, no, I'd rather it be Nelly. Yeah, I'd rather it be Nelly. If you have to have an English artist straight up, even though Pitbull raps in English and Enrique Iglesias, and he could do both Spanish and English, so I guess Pitbull could do both too. But if you needed somebody strictly English, yeah, I mean, Usher, no, Nelly, Santana. Carlos Santana on guitar, yeah. Of course. Things got so heated. Whoever loses El Salvador, Costa Rica is eliminated. Pretty much at this point. 15-4 LSU double. Nice. Nice. If Santana was on guitar for that Gold Cup anthem, yeah. He could shred. I can tell you. Man can shred. Tom Jones. Never heard of him. Not going to lie. 56th minute. Look up Santana Guitarist or Santana Smooth. Santana featuring Rob Thomas Smooth. That's the person I'm referencing. The guitarist, that's what I'm referencing. Well, I guess that's going on my 2023 365 tonight because, well, I just referenced it. 16-4 LSU. Nice. Smooth by Santana featuring Rob Thomas is a good song. Oh. That was... Oh, yep. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yeah, I just needed to be told that. Yep, now that rings a bell. Yep. Nice. 57th minute. There we go. Playing forward is Panama. Plays for Costa Rica. Save by Mosquera. Cleared. Panama. Penalty. I think. No? No, it's a goal kick. My bad. I was like, wait, whoa. Let me see here. Hold on. Goal kick. I think. Let me see. Offside. That's an offside run by Campbell. Nope, that Contreras was not a foul. Yep, that's a goal kick. Pena off. And Contreras are off for Costa Rica. Pena for Azofefa. That's their second. Contreras for Mora is the sub. Oh, yeah. Suhander came off, Pena, and then, yep, Contreras came off, yes. So that's 3. So Costa Rica has 2 more for 2 windows because that one was at the half. Well, I mean, that means Toronto has to win MLS Cup this year or next, and Tigres has to win one of the 2 over the next 2 years and the same tournament. I don't like the chances of that. Maybe, in Champions Cup. The CONCACAF Champions Cup. It could happen if Toronto does good enough in the Leagues Cup or Terry Dunfield just turns this team around like a freaking bat out of hell, which I would love, don't get me wrong, but I'm not completely expecting that. I just think we'll make the playoffs at a respectable place without the wild card, without help of the wild card. 60th minute. 60 minutes. 30 minutes to go. Costa Rica trying to find some here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Takes the shot over the bar. Panama has not made a sub yet. They have 3 windows and 5 subs. Costa Rica's used their first window, but they made a halftime sub as well. 2 windows with 2 subs. Where's CONCACAF After Dark? It's not even dark for me yet. It just got dark about, 15 minutes ago for me? And I guess that last day of the prelims was after dark. Mexico versus Honduras was after dark. Panama cross in. That'll be cleared when the Lamborghini revved up. It's just so stupid. I think I like it, to be honest. The Lamborghini. Plays on. 61st minute. Header back. Oh, there's a tackle. That'll be a free kick for Panama. $28 to go. We're getting to it. Game's getting a bit chippy, boys. 2 subs for Panama here. Ismael Diaz is off for Alberto Quintero. Their first sub. The second sub. Not 18-4. LSU, that's good. That's gone. Goodbye, baseball. Good. 63rd minute. Was there a second sub? Could have sworn there was. 63rd minute. Oh! Calvo shithousing now. I'm not surprised. That does not surprise me one bit. $63rd minute. It looks like no, it wasn't. Yes, it was just 1 sub. So 4 subs for 2 windows for Panama. Font Mob is so slow with a sub. Oh, Quintero is on. And that was it. Yep, Quintero for Diaz was it. Well, there you go. Football score for LSU baseball. Well, there was a football score the last game for Florida, so there's been no cleats yeeted, though. Sadly enough, as far as I know, there has been no cleats that have been yeeted in this College World Series. Nobody's cleats have been yeeted, which is sad considering, it's Florida LSU. No? Nobody remembers that last game of the season between Florida and LSU back in 2020? The cleat yeet. Florida ruined their national championship chances because somebody freaking bombed a cleat down the pitch. Well, I'll use the word. Yeah. Down the pitch, then LSU won on a free kick. Or field goal. What free kick? Field goal. Side netting. Yeah. Well, it was. Well, it wasn't even a free field goal, but yeah, field goal. See, I shouldn't have said pitch. I should have said field. That's what got me going. Nice. See, I see what I did there. I mean, free kick, field goal. Me es pendejo. $66th minute. Panama still winning? Yes. Base hit for LSU. Jeez. Me es pendejo. I would like to see Brock Lesnar versus Umaga. Well, that sucks because Umaga is dead. You can't see it because Umaga's dead. Plays on, saved by Costa Rica. That'll be a goal kick. He'll always be alive in my heart. Most wrestling fans, he will be. You're right. And his spirit lives in Solo Sikoa, if we're being honest. So, you know what? Solo versus Brock would be nice. I can get behind that. Close enough. 67th minute. Cross in. Quintero plays on. Header. Goal! 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 Panama! Edgar Barcenas with the header. 2-0, 2-0. Edgar Barcenas scores the header. Pops it in there. 2 headers, 2 goals. '68th minute. 0-2, 2-0 Panama. Panama have been the way better team tonight. Well deserved. I agree with that. Are they doing a boat celly or something? Edgar Barcenas scores the header. Ball crossed in. A second cross. Barcenas makes the run. Right there, unmarked, puts it in. Nobody's on him. He puts it far post. Easy as you like, nods it in. Nobody marked him. Far post, bounces in. That's a goal. So Panama's top of the group now. Martinique second, El Salvador third, Costa Rica fourth. Again, basically whoever wins the El Salvador-Costa Rica game or loses that game gets eliminated. Whoever wins it still has a chance. If it's a draw, well, that just makes everything much harder. See you, Josue. See you. 69th minute. 2-0 Panama, 2-0. 73 caps, 5 goals for Panama for Barcenas. How we doing, Raniel? How we doing? $20 minutes to go in this game. Costa Rica has 2 windows, 2 subs. Panama has 2 and 4. 2 outs away for LSU. Nice. One out away for LSU. Did you see the Aiden Hill extension by the Knights? I saw. I hate to see it because he would have been good for the Leafs. Would have been a good pickup if the Leafs got him. But, yeah, I saw. Not too happy about it. 70th minute. They put up 18. You know what? Thomas Christensen, the way he looks, kind of reminds me of the Denmark Troll Trace guy off of South Park. When in actuality, are the Leafs trading anyone in their core 4? Doesn't sound like it, which I kind of hate that. As well as they're not firing Keefe. So they fired Dubas just to keep Keefe and probably not trade any of the big 4 or the core 4. What the hell are we doing then? 72nd minute. I know they won't win the cup next year. I know. Because they ain't doing nothing to try. They just changed their GM. Costa Rica will make their 2 subs. They'll basically, doesn't matter if they have a second window or third window, they're not using it. Madrigal for Celso Borges. And Alcacer is off for Nunez. Connor Bedard going to have a good team in Chicago, yes. Sucks that Chicago got him, but, you know. Yeah, Taylor Hall is at Chicago. He is, yep. '73rd minute. As of now, Panama is leading the group. Martinique, second, El Salvador, third, Costa Rica, fourth for Group C. And Fox has the old Gold Cup logo on their graphic there, so that's just trash. Yeah. '73rd minute. Surroundings matter a lot. That's true. And Panama is going to make 3 subs, so they'll have 1 window with the sub left. Godoy is off, or will be off. Fajardo will be off. Martinez is on for Godoy. Fajardo is off. And Barcenas will come off as well. For Waterman, Waterman is on. Barcenas for Cesar. Blackman. Waterman is on. Yep. 75th minute. So 1 more sub that could happen in this game. Fajardo for Waterman. And that's so Christian Martinez, Cesar Blackman, and Cecilio Waterman are on for Fajardo, Barcenas, and Godoy. 1 more sub to go. 1 window, 1 sub. That'll be it. How we doing? 75th minute. Panama's up 2-0, 2-0 with 15 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. LSU win the national championship. Let's go. Yeah, I know how that feels. Watching Leafs games until Shanahan got there was a death sentence. And then watching Leafs games in the playoffs for the past couple of years have mostly been. And then, well, TFC. Well, headed on. That was earlier. Nice. 76th minute. one more game at Drive Pink Stadium at this Gold Cup will be tomorrow. Picked up. Oh, look, there's a Qatar Airways ad. 77th minute. Once Sakic retired, the team kept running through mid-players and sorry-ass defensemen like 2017. Then we finally drafted McCarr after. Yeah, true. Sakic, yeah. The Avalanche definitely earned their championship, I have to say. They definitely grew into a championship team. 78th minute. They did. Well, okay, but not Nazem Kadri. But I guess you're not calling a Nazem Kadri a core player. I thought Nas played in the final. Talking about the starters. Oh, the top line and the top pair and the goalie. Okay, fair. Fair. Kadri's still part of the overall core. He's a guy who we haven't replaced yet. Yeah, and the Leafs haven't either, so I know how you feel. I miss Kadri, and I guess you do too. Hoping Johansson feels it well. When I saw you traded Galchenyuk, I was pissed. Because I wanted Galchenyuk back on the Leafs. I was like, you could have traded with us. We could have gave you Pierre Engvall. Wait. Or somebody, I don't know. I wanted Galchenyuk back. Or Michael Bunting. We could have given you Michael Bunting for Galchenyuk. I remember when Galchenyuk had that amazing playoffs. Still wasn't enough to have us win a round, but damn, Galchenyuk. Yeah. Galchenyuk for Marner? Yeah, I'd take it. I would have taken Galchenyuk for Marner. I'm down. '80th minute, 10 minutes to go, 2-0. Panama look to see this out. They probably will. Here comes Panama. Could they get a third? Shot, goal. Oh, save. I thought that was about to be a goal. Big save by Chamorro. Yeah. Again, I mean, Marner should be on our offer. Marner should be on offer. 81st minute. Looks like Panama will make their last sub. Once the ball goes out of play, or stoppage, they'll make their last sub. 82nd minute, 8 to go. I don't know who I want the Leafs to take. I mean, I honestly don't know who I want the Leafs to take. Imagine Chicago not getting not only Taylor Hall, but also Ivan Barbashev. I would hate that just because it feels Judas-y, you know? Barbashev going to Chicago would be Judas to me, personally. That would just no. The man was a blue. Nah, Barbashev going to Chicago would just be sad. I mean, if they give him the bag, I mean, it is what it is, but it would feel a little bit scummy to me, you know? Barbashev, Bedard, Hall would go crazy. I agree. But seeing Barbashev in a Chicago sweater would just be, no. I like him. I think he's a good player. Honestly, I got a better idea. Barbashev goes to the Leafs. And then Marner gets shit canned. There we go. Barbashev, Matthews, Nylander. Oh my God, that would be amazing. That'd be a yellow card for Costa Rica. They should be able to make their sub here. Panama, yes. Leafs need a guy like Barbashev in their locker room, so we agree. Good. So we agree. I heard O'Reilly could come back to the Leafs. I'm good with it. I like Ryan O'Reilly too. He won a cup. I loved him on the Blues. I loved him when he was on the Leafs. O'Reilly's my guy. I'm good with it. And then you bring in Barbashev too. I'm good with it. I'm down. Davis off for Freddie Gondola. He's won more cups than their entire roster combined, I bet. Well, I mean, Ryan O'Reilly has a cup, so let's see. Ryan O'Reilly has a cup. Matt Murray has a cup as of now. I could care less. As a Leafs and Blues fan, Ryan O'Reilly is my guy. I want him to stay or go back to St. Louis. Either way, I'm happy with that. Anybody else? No. But if Ryan O'Reilly stays with the Leafs or goes back to the Blues, I'm happy with that, which seems like his biggest wants. It's either the Leafs or Blues. Well, I mean, the Leafs are probably throwing him out to the trash anyway, but as of now, Matt Murray is still a Leaf, so as of now, 86th minute. He's the most irrelevant, overpaid player in the NHL. That is true. Joseph Woll and Ilya Samsonov are better. And that's why, honestly, I would have been fine if they got rid of Samsonov and got Adin Hill instead, but, you know. Joseph Woll and Adin Hill, I would have rather rolled with that. But you know what? I'll take Samsonov and Woll again, but I want Joseph Woll to be the starter. Joseph Woll is the second coming of Felix Potvin. Do you know what's wrong with Costa Rica? Their players are getting old. They can't rebuild. They're not reloading well on the fly. And they don't want to rebuild completely. So they're in a void of their players are old. They have some young talent. But the young talent can't show well because the old talent is falling off a cliff. True. I wish we could have got Ville Huso, but yeah, I'll take Wool and Samson off. I just want Wool to be the starter. But then again, if we got Aiden Hill, technically Wool wouldn't be the starter because he won a cup. I mean, because Hill won a cup. But you know what? I guess maybe it's good. What happened to the ultra defense? When players get old, they don't play as well as they used to play. And Keylor Navas got hurt. They don't play as well defensively if Keylor Navas isn't in goal. I said when Huso, before he went to the Red Wings, when he was a free agent after he left the Blues, I wanted him to go to the Leafs. I still like Jordan Binnington. I still think Jordan Binnington's a good goalie. Lol. Looks like we're getting Panama in the semifinal. Well, I had them top in the group anyway. Jamaica, Panama, I guess. No. '89th minute. Panama looked decent against Canada in the Nations League, gave Mexico a good game. Yeah, I would say I could agree with that. I agree with that. 89th minute. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. Panama leading 2-0. 0-2. That should do it. This should do it. Panama holding on. Cross it. Oh! That was horrible. Throw in. Three minutes of stoppage time. Nice. Costa Rica's bottom of Group C. Martinique's in second. El Salvador's third. Only thing that seems realistic is Panama's first. 2:30 to go. Good song. Hit of the 2000s. One of the biggest hits of the 2000s. Nostalgic hit. Yeah, pretty much. That's a thought. Plays in. Rounds the keeper. Goal! Costa Rica! Get a consolation. Aaron Suarez rounds the keeper. And puts the goal in. Puts the ball to the back of the net. Rounds the keeper. Calmly puts the ball at the back of the net. Costa Rica gets a consolation. Think it's too late, but Aaron Suarez gets the consolation. 1-2. That still means, but Panama's still top of the group, I think. They got to go quick. But Aaron Suarez gets the consolation. 90+ first minute. 1-2, 1-2. Bit too late, but that was a pretty good goal. A minute to go. Aaron Suarez, 90+1, but that'll be a bit too late. Now this is just behind. Let's see at the end what it says group was. 92nd minute. 1 minute to go. Very good goal. Nice broad spot for Costa Rica. Just way too late. Free kick for Panama. Martinique is topping the group right now. No way. Martinique is topping Group C right now. Wow. Martinique first. Panama second. I mean, they're pretty much tied for first, but Martinique is sitting up top as of now after match day 1 in Group C. Costa Rica still bottom. El Salvador still third. Okay, then. No way. Oh, well, Fox says Panama's still first. Font Mob says Martinique is. I guess I'm going to go the way Fox is. Full time, 2-1. Martinique could be top. They're basically tied for top. Full time. 1-2. 1-2. Panama wins. 2. Canada, you're up next. Yep, Canada will start tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I'll be live for that one. I'll go with Panama is too, yeah. Panama's top the group. They're basically tied for first, but they top the group. They beat Costa Rica. They should have won by 2-0, but Aaron Suarez gets the consolation. Costa Rica gets 1, but Panama dominates basically the game. Basically dominates the game. And wins the chess match to go through. I'd say the Guadeloupe game. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you tomorrow. See you within the hour for the review of this match. And then tomorrow for the live watch-along and review of Canada versus Guadeloupe in Group D. And we'll be through the first match day of this Gold Cup tournament through every group at the end of tomorrow. With that being said, I'll see you then. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya.